Hi, thanks for being with us. This is Denis O'Donovan with ProfitComm, and we are here with Forrest Knueppel from Coro. How are you doing today, Forrest?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for having me on, Dennis.
Good. Well, I appreciate this. When we talked last, you were telling me about the four most, the areas that get hit the most from a security standpoint,
Yeah.
and we wanted to share a series so we can help the listeners understand what those areas are and how they might go about protecting. So thank you for doing that. Education is key. And yeah, why don't we start off by maybe tell me a little bit about Coro and what's the first most common area that is hit?
Sure. So, high level, Coro is a modular cybersecurity platform as a service. So a lot of words there, but ultimately we built our own IP infrastructure around multiple cybersecurity solutions. So normally where people would go out and buy individual point solutions, we've been able to consolidate that and put together a package that is more specifically focused on the small and mid market, the ones that are generally left behind by a lot of the enterprise solutions that are out there. But we have a true mission of protecting the underprotected, which generally is that group. So, but yes, the conversation we had was very much around the fact that people, there are so many solutions out there that it becomes really, really complex for companies to think about, well, okay, with so many different ways to protect myself, where do I start? And that's as simple as understanding, well, where are you being attacked? You're being attacked all over the place. And unfortunately, that's just reality. But there are a lot of third-party groups out there that study this and study the incidents that are going on. And almost without fail, for the last several years, the top four areas that are being, approached by the bad guys are email. Not a shocker. Everybody's gotten their Prince of Nairobi email once upon a time, and and the other versions of that where you're getting asked for, go buy me this gift card from some fake CEO or all those. Not a shocker. Email is one that everybody's got to have some sort of security around. Second one, also not a shocker, is your endpoint. So your laptop, your devices, your servers, the physical equipment that might hold data on it. That is obviously a heavy attack vector because that's where people are trying to go and find the information or put malware or something bad on your device. The third spot and the fourth spot are little, they seem very obvious, but people don't think about them. The
Okay.
third one is cloud security. And that was the long conversation you and I had, was the fact that almost everybody is on some version of a Google Workspace or Microsoft 365.
Yep.
And what they don't think about is that, okay, now suddenly uh, I am saving all kinds of data and sharing all kinds of data and links and all the other things that people would use normally to be able to get in and deliver the malware, ransomware, whatever else. Well, that's sitting on a cloud drive. And so in my OneDrive, in my Slack, in Teams, in G Drive, all these little cloud applications that are behind the scenes, and people don't think about that because it's like, I got this from Microsoft, I got it from Google, I'm protected. No, sorry, no, you're
I,
not. And
I think that is probably a very common misconception is they assume that
yeah,
somebody else is
yeah.
protecting it.
And the scarier part about that, if you really want to dig into it, if I'm sharing something on my OneDrive and that got something nefarious on it, but I share it to other people. Now, how easy is it for them to go and download that or click on that link as well, thinking that it was safe because it was in your cloud?
Wow.
So there's your third one. The fourth one is data in general. I mean, this can be anywhere, and so it's a little weird to have it as the fourth one on there. But the reality is, it's your user data that the bad guys are after, because once they figure out how to spoof you as the individual, then it becomes a lot easier for them to get into all the other areas that they want to get into. So those are the four areas that, if you're doing nothing else, and probably in that order, frankly, email, endpoint, cloud security, big, big, big one, and protect your user data. Understand where it's moving around inside or outside of your organization.
Okay. No, that's fascinating because, yeah, I mean, the more you seem to hear about it, it's the more they want, or a layered security posture is kind of where
Yes.
it's headed. And so, um, you know, that budget from a customer standpoint, it seems like every year, oh, we got to add something else. We got to add some, like you're holding a blank check in order to protect that because the bad guys are coming at you from so many different angles.
Yeah, and I know that every single one of the IT people you're working with get a bigger budget every year too, right?
Exactly. It's exactly what they do.
It's a real challenge for folks. And so I mean ultimately that's where Coro was born, is the fact that we knew that we had to put together a bigger solution to try to consolidate the number of tools that somebody in a small or mid-sized business needs to be able to at least address these. In But I know it's not a Coro commercial today. This is really just a listen, this is where you need to dig in. So, happy to take this to more of a conversation around each one of those.
Yep, that sounds good. I look forward to it. Um, if you want to reach out to me to learn more about this, this is a great start. But Forrest has agreed to a series to go in a deeper dive of each one of those elements to be able to protect you at your best and make sure that the bad guys stay away from you. Again, reach out to me, and Forrest, we look forward to the next conversation.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.